Prince Harry, Duke of Sussex, born into royalty, raised in the spotlight, and as the world knows now, a man with a story to tell. In his candid memoir Spare, Harry pulls back the curtain on royal life, family struggles, and the pressures of living in a gilded cage. Today, we'll delve deep into the cultural impact of Spare, its reception across the globe, and the broader themes of celebrity, media scrutiny, mental health, and personal freedom that it explores. When Spare was released, it quickly became a global sensation, sparking conversations on royal family dynamics, personal identity, and the cost of duty. Prince Harry's memoir gave the world an unfiltered look into his life as the Spare, the one not destined for the throne but burdened with the same expectations and pressures. It's a narrative that captured the imaginations of readers. Within days of its release, Spare became a bestseller, generating a wave of media coverage and debates. Some saw it as an act of liberation, a necessary airing of grievances in a family bound by tradition. Others criticized it as oversharing, accusing Harry of breaking the sacred royal code of silence. Regardless of the opinions, Spare undeniably shifted public discourse about the monarchy and what it means to navigate the intersection of personal identity and royal obligation. One of the core themes of Spare is Prince Harry's lifelong struggle with media scrutiny, an experience that began at birth and intensified following the tragic death of his mother, Princess Diana. Harry's relationship with the press is complicated, filled with trauma, anger, and a constant battle for privacy. He doesn't shy away from the darker moments, the relentless paparazzi, the vilification of his wife Meghan, and the painful memories of his mother's death. In Spare, Harry reflects on how growing up in the spotlight affected his mental health. The weight of public expectations, coupled with the constant invasion of privacy, took a toll on him. Like many public figures, Harry wrestled with anxiety, grief, and isolation, all magnified by his inability to live a normal life. His openness about seeking therapy and addressing his mental health struggles is one of the memoir's most impactful aspects. Harry's memoir also highlights how celebrity culture and the media can contribute to mental health crises. He shines a light on the ruthless nature of the tabloid press, how stories are twisted, truths are distorted, and public figures become pawns in a larger game of media manipulation. Like Britney Spears' experiences, Harry's story forces us to question our role as consumers of media and how this relentless scrutiny impacts the lives of those in the public eye. At the heart of Spare is the tension between family duty and personal freedom. Prince Harry's role as the spare meant that he was always second in line, living in the shadow of his brother William, the future king. The memoir delves into the complexities of sibling relationships in the royal family, the pressures of maintaining the royal image, and the personal sacrifices Harry made along the way. While William was groomed for kingship, Harry was often left to carve out his own path, a path that led him to military service, where he found purpose, and later, to stepping back from royal duties altogether. Spare reveals Harry's growing frustration with the constraints of royal life, his desire to break free, and ultimately, his decision to step away from royal responsibilities with Meghan, which became one of the most talked about events of the last decade. Prince Harry's memoir contributes to an evolving conversation about the relevance and role of the British monarchy in modern times. Once viewed as a symbol of stability and tradition, the royal family has increasingly faced questions about its place in a rapidly changing world. Spare challenges the notion of a flawless, untouchable monarchy by revealing its inner workings, ones that are far from perfect. The public's perception of the monarchy, particularly in the wake of Harry and Meghan's departure, has become more polarized. Some view Harry as a whistleblower, shedding light on the rigid and outdated practices within the institution. Others feel that airing the royal family's struggles has damaged the monarchy's reputation. Spare shows us that even within the walls of Buckingham Palace, members of the royal family face struggles similar to those of everyday people. Conflicts with family, the desire for independence, and the challenge of balancing duty with personal happiness. A significant portion of Spare is dedicated to Harry's reflections on the treatment of his wife, Meghan Markle, by the British press. The book exposes the racial undertones and outright racism that Meghan faced as a biracial woman entering one of the world's most scrutinized and traditional institutions. The difference in media treatment between Meghan and other members of the royal family, particularly Kate, reveals deeper issues of race, class, and media bias. Harry's decision to speak out about this injustice wasn't just about defending his wife. It was about challenging the status quo in a monarchy that has long represented British colonial history. In this way, Spare acts as a call for the monarchy to modernize and reckon with its past. By addressing these issues in his memoir, Harry elevates the conversation beyond his own family to something larger: how deeply ingrained prejudice can shape public opinion and perpetuate harmful narratives. The cultural impact of this cannot be understated, especially as we continue to have conversations about race and privilege in the modern world. Another key theme in Spare is the relationship between the royal family and the public, a dynamic that has grown more complex in the age of social media. Royals are more than public figures. They are cultural icons, and for many, objects of obsession. This is especially true for Prince Harry and Meghan, whose every move has been dissected by tabloids and social media alike. Parasocial relationships, where audiences feel a personal connection to public figures, are particularly strong when it comes to the British monarchy. The global fascination with Harry and Meghan's story highlights how deeply these relationships run. In Spare, Harry is acutely aware of this dynamic, acknowledging both the love and the intense scrutiny that come with his royal status. This connection between royals and the public is both a source of support and a source of immense pressure. As we conclude, Spare is not just Prince Harry's story. It's a reflection of the modern world's evolving relationship with royalty, media, and mental health. In this memoir, Harry reclaims his narrative, shining a light on the struggles of being born into royalty and the emotional toll of living a life in the public eye. The cultural impact of Spare extends beyond the tabloid headlines and family dramas. It's a mirror for our society, asking us to question the way we engage with public figures, the media's role in shaping narratives, and the importance of personal well-being in the face of relentless scrutiny. As Prince Harry continues to navigate life beyond the royal family, Spare stands as a testament to the power of personal stories, the importance of mental health, and the ongoing quest for personal freedom. Whether you agree with his decisions or not, there's no denying the profound impact his memoir has had on both the public and the institution that shaped his life. Now, we want to hear from you. What do you think Spare reveals about the royal family and the pressures of public life? How do you think the media's portrayal of Harry and Meghan has evolved over time? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and let's start a conversation. Thank you for watching. And don't forget to subscribe for more insightful videos on celebrity culture, media, and the stories that shape our world.